Hi, welcome to the News at Gen. There are lots of holidays today on October 21st, including Back to the Future Day and International Day of the Nacho. Nachos are pretty sweet. They're like open-faced tacos, which is a win-win. It's also Reptile Awareness Day, so reptiles exist, just so you know. And finally, it's Babbling Day. That's right, we're starting our show today with a discussion of Donald Trump. Tomorrow there's a debate. I'll cover it then. Or on Friday. Probably Friday because tomorrow I'll be drunk from watching the debate. Next. While a lot of people are worried about the election, there are some people looking at people who might fill jobs in a potential Biden administration. Or maybe Trump's next term. So there's no reason why I shouldn't get into it. So let's do that. We'll start with a potential Biden White House. These names may be familiar to political junkies, but opioid addiction can take hold of anyone. After the way the Trump administration gutted the environmental protections and opened up vast tracts of land for private use, it's going to be vital to bring back our natural resources. For the Interior Secretary, Biden is considering Bo the dog. Bo is a holdover from the Obama administration, and he knows where all the best bones are buried. For Interior Decorating Secretary, Bobby Burke, of course. For the head of the EPA, the Joe Biden transition team is looking at Joseph Hazelwood, known for his love of shipping and Alaska. We cannot forget rivals for the presidency, which brings to mind Lincoln's team of rivals. Kanye West is a natural fit for FEMA director. It's not only the environment that needs repair, but the economy. That's why senior advisors are floating Carl Proctor for a position. His LinkedIn profile says that he has experience with Word and Excel, so maybe Commerce Secretary? One thing that's been tragically damaged during Trump's time in the White House is national security, both overseas and at home. So, who better than Vladimir Putin, seen here about to shake the hand of a man he does not respect, who can leverage his experience as a former KGB agent to become the next national security advisor? One of the departments most damaged by the Trump administration is the State Department. Traditional diplomacy has atrophied, so the person that is most qualified to clean it up would be Hillary Clinton. Maybe also just to rub in her loss, you know. In my community, the transgender community, the transgender ban on military service has been pointed to as a sign of the erosion of trans rights in the administration. In order to repair that, Biden should nominate Charlotte Clymer as Secretary of Equality and Colonialism. Attorney General Bill Barr has been nothing but a puppet, so it only seems apt to nominate a former Trump ally and attorney Michael Cohen, seen here trying to push all the lies back in. This also shows a willingness to reach across the aisle. Lately, Biden has taken a lot of flack for looking at GOP members for his cabinet. One name that keeps coming up in conversations is George Conway. These conversations often involve George Conway. As one of the founders of the Lincoln Project, he knows what he's owed, and his wife can also be press secretary. Now let's talk about the Trump administration and what plans they might have for the next 4 years. It's tradition for every cabinet secretary to offer letters of resignation prior to inauguration in January. It is believed that Trump will accept all the letters this time and just have Jared do everything. Kushner, seen here smiling like the scientists told him to, is expected to be able to do none of them. I'm a little tired of politics right now, so let's move on from politics to pontification. In some improbable papal news, Pope Francis has made some comments about homosexuality. The Pope, seen here trying to read the blurb on the back of a book, has said that he supported same-sex civil unions. The statement did not include marriage, a key detail. These civil unions will allow abusive priests to just have a civil union with their victims instead of being moved from church to church to church, as historically happened. And in a callback to the opioid gag, the Justice Department has announced a settlement with Purdue Pharma. Purdue pled guilty on charges related to the marketing of the addictive painkiller OxyContin. The settlement included approximately $8 billion in penalties and will include civil penalties for the owner of the company. Some say these fines are a denial of free speech rights for the money. Some penalties also include the dissolution of the company, a move which has angered pro-life and anti-death penalty activists. Also in company death news, what we probably saw coming, Quibi's founders Meg Whitman and Jeffrey Katzenberger are considering shutting down the company. No matter how you look at it, in portrait or landscape, the billions of dollars were wasted over this past 6 or 7 months could have more wisely been spent on OxyContin. And that's the news at Gen for today, October 21st. Programming note, while I have the show planned for Friday, I am planning on taking off Monday because my birthday is this weekend. So, yeah, I'm doing that. I am old. But thank you to my patrons who are scrolling by right now. This show would not be possible without you, so you should join us if you're not. So, please remember to like, subscribe, and also remember, I love you.